What if I told you buying a home in Canada could be the worst financial decision you ever make? And what if I also told you that renting could secretly be one of the best wealth building moves if you play it right? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to KP Money Talks, where we simplify finances in Canada. Today, we're jumping into one of the most controversial financial debates in the country. Should you buy or rent a home in Canada? And let's be real, this isn't just a financial decision. It's emotional, it's about your lifestyle, and it's tied to your long-term wealth. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clear, personal answer, backed by math, history, and real-life Canadian examples. Before we start, comment below if you're currently Team Buy or Team Rent. I want to see where the KP Money Talks community stands. Most people want a simple answer. Buying is better or renting is smarter. But the truth, it depends on your life stage, your goals, and the math. Get it wrong, and you might find yourself locked into decades of mortgage stress, while your friends travel the world, or missing out on hundreds of thousands in investment growth because all your money is tied up in a house. Let me give you one real-life scenario. I met a couple in Calgary who bought during the 2014 oil boom. Within a year, house prices dropped by nearly 15%, and they were stuck with a mortgage bigger than the home's value. It took them 8 years just to break even. This is why we'll break this down into the numbers, actual costs versus potential investment returns, the myths, common misconceptions, Canadians believe without question, the emotions, how your personality, lifestyle, and values play in. Are you torn between buying and renting? Let's make it simple. First, consider the total monthly cost of ownership versus the potential investment you could make if you choose to rent. Don't just compare mortgage payments to rent. Think about other costs too. Include mortgage interest, property taxes, which can range from 0.5% in Toronto to over 1.5% in parts of Alberta. Maintenance costs, which average around $5,000 a year for detached homes, and insurance. Now, here's the interactive part. Imagine you're looking at a home in Vancouver. The mortgage payment might be around $5,500 a month, but renting a similar home could cost about $3,200. That's a $2,300 difference each month. Now ask yourself, what if you invested that $2,300 instead? Over time, that could grow significantly. So, which option aligns better with your financial goals? Take a moment to think about it. Would you prefer the stability of ownership or the flexibility and investment potential of renting? Remember, making an informed choice today can shape your financial future tomorrow. Let's compare two real Canadians and see what their stories really tell us. First, meet Jazz Deep. He bought a townhouse in Brampton in 2017 for $550,000. By 2023, its value increased to $750,000. That sounds like a great investment, right? But here's the question. After paying $150,000 in mortgage interest, $25,000 in maintenance, $15,000 in property taxes, plus thousands more on furniture, upgrades, and renovations, what was his actual net profit? Would you like to see how these costs add up and impact his final return? Now let's look at Michelle. She chose to keep renting at $800 a month and invested her savings into the S&P 500 index fund. Over the same period, her investments grew by 80%. She has no property taxes, no repair bills, and the flexibility to move cities for work or lifestyle changes. Which approach do you think offers more financial freedom and growth? Would you prefer the potential appreciation of property with its hidden costs or the flexibility and growth of investing? Think about your own goals. Are you aiming for wealth accumulation, flexibility, or both? Let us know in the comments which story resonates most with you and why. Let's bust some real estate myths together. Have you ever heard someone say, renting is just throwing money away? Well, think about this. Homeowners also pay interest on their mortgages, which is money spent without building equity. The real advantage for renters? They often have more cash flow to invest elsewhere, growing their wealth faster. Now, what about the idea that real estate always goes up? History shows otherwise. For example, in Vancouver, property prices dipped nearly 10% after 2018. So markets can be unpredictable. Here's another myth. Owning is cheaper in the long run. But when you add up interest, maintenance, taxes, and other costs, renting and investing your savings can actually be more affordable and more profitable. Think about it. Are you weighing the emotional side of buying versus renting? Imagine owning a home. It's more than just a roof over your head. It's stability for your kids, a place where they can grow, learn, and feel secure. It's choosing your own paint colors, decorating exactly how you want, and creating a backyard perfect for family BBQs and weekend gatherings. Yeah. Now, think about renting. It's about freedom. The freedom to move to a new city for a job opportunity or to explore different careers without the stress of selling a property. Renting means less worry about property values fluctuating and more cash flow for experiences like travel, hobbies, or saving for the future. Did you know that over 33% of Canadians now rent? And it's not just students. Many professionals prioritize mobility and financial flexibility over ownership. So, which side feels right for you? Would you prefer the stability and personalization of owning or the freedom and flexibility of renting? The choice is yours, and understanding these emotional and practical factors can help you make the best decision for your future. Let's take a deeper dive into the fascinating history of the Canadian housing market and see how it connects to today's trends. Starting back in the 1970s, the average home in Toronto was just $50,000, a far cry from today. Then, in 1989, we faced a market crash where prices dropped by 30% in just 2 years, reminding us how volatile the market can be. Moving into the 2000s, low interest rates sparked a period of massive growth, making homeownership more accessible and pushing prices higher. Fast forward to 2020-2022, the pandemic created an unprecedented boom. Some areas saw prices double in less than 5 years, a true seller's market. But then, in 2023, rising interest rates caused a 15 to 20% dip in many cities, showing that even rapid growth can be followed by correction. Let me share a quick story. My uncle bought his home in Toronto in 1989. It took him 14 years for his property to be worth what he paid. He always says, "Your house isn't an ATM, it's a long game." So, whether you're looking at past trends or thinking about today's market, remember, real estate is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay tuned as we explore what this means for you today. Discover which option suits you best with my free buy versus rent calculator. Link in the description. Let's do a quick example. Imagine a $700,000 home in Ottawa with 20% down and a 5% mortgage rate. Now, compare that to renting at $2,200 a month and investing the difference at 7% annually. Ready? Pause the video, open the calculator, and try your own numbers. What do you find? Does buying or renting come out ahead for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Are you leaning toward buying for stability and long-term plans or renting for flexibility and investment opportunities? I'll reply to as many comments as I can. Let's start the conversation. Thank you for watching KP Money Talks. Stay tuned for more tips and updates to help you grow your wealth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. See you next time.